Be me. 29-year-old woman reflecting on biggest mistake of my life. Dated boyfriend for 4 years throughout mid-20s prime time. He was kind, funny, attentive, treated me well in every way. Except he had one hobby I absolutely hated with passion. Spent hours every evening playing video games on his computer. Thought it was childish waste of time for a grown adult man. Constantly nagged him about getting more productive hobby instead. Find something useful to do with your time, I'd say regularly. You're almost 30 acting like teenage boy in parents' basement. He'd sigh and say gaming makes him happy and relaxes him. Told him happy doesn't pay bills or build future together. Need to grow up and focus on real adult activities. Looking back now, realize I was controlling and dismissive. Never tried to understand why he loved it so much. Year into relationship, he mentions wanting to stream games online. Says he's been researching Twitch and thinks he could build audience. Laughed in his face at the ridiculous idea of that working. Told him that's not real career path, just fantasy for kids. You have actual job in IT support. Focus on that instead. Streaming is for teenagers, not grown men trying to build life. He looked hurt, but dropped subject and didn't bring up again. Continued working IT job while gaming in evenings after work. I'd make passive-aggressive comments every time I saw him playing. Must be nice having time to waste on games while I clean. Some of us have real responsibilities and productive hobbies. He'd offer to help with cleaning, but I'd already be annoyed. Felt like I was dating child who needed parenting constantly. 2 years in, he asks if he can set up streaming equipment. Says he wants to try it as side hobby, just few hours weekly. Told him absolutely not. Not wasting money on that foolishness. Our apartment too small for streaming setup anyway, I insisted. Need to save money for future, not spend on gaming equipment. He argued that it's his money from his job, should decide how to spend. Got into huge fight about him being irresponsible and immature. Told him if he's serious about our future, he'll drop this idea. Choose between childish gaming dreams or adult relationship with me. He went quiet and agreed not to pursue streaming at that time. Thought I won and was protecting our future from stupid decision. Really, I was crushing something that mattered to him deeply. Friends and family gatherings were worst for his gaming hobby. My parents would ask what he does for fun on weekends. He'd mention gaming, and I'd jump in with embarrassed laugh. He wastes time on video games. I keep telling him to grow up. My dad would chuckle and agree that grown men shouldn't play games. My mom would give sympathetic look like she felt sorry for me. His face would go red and he'd stay quiet. Rest of evening. My friends even worse, constantly made jokes about child boyfriend. Ask if you have to set parental controls on his screen time. Laugh about how I'm basically raising overgrown teenager at home. He stopped coming to gatherings with my friends after several months. Told me he didn't feel welcome and they clearly didn't respect him. Told him maybe if he had more mature hobbies, they'd respect him more. Stop being so sensitive about harmless jokes from friends. 3rd year of relationship, he gets laid off from IT job suddenly. Company downsizing, and his whole department got cut without warning. Comes home devastated, and I immediately start panic mode about money. Told him he needs to find new job immediately, can't waste time. Apply everywhere. Take anything, even if it pays less than before. He's stressed and depressed, but I keep pushing him daily about applications. One evening, catch him watching gaming videos and lose it completely. You're unemployed and watching other people play games pathetically. Should be applying to jobs, not watching this childish garbage. He snaps back that he's applying to dozens of jobs daily already. Watching videos during breaks helps him decompress from stress and rejection. Told him he doesn't deserve breaks when we have bills to pay. Maybe if you spent less time gaming your life, you'd have real skills. Skills that actually matter in job market and real world. He goes completely quiet and goes to bedroom without another word. He finds new IT job after 2 months of searching everywhere. Pays slightly less than before, but stable with decent benefits. Thought things would get better once he was employed again. Instead, he seems more distant and disengaged from relationship than ever. Comes home from work and games in silence without talking to me. When I complain about lack of quality time together, he barely responds. Ask what's wrong, and he says he's fine, just tired from work, but can tell something changed between us during unemployment period. Try to initiate conversations about our future and plans together. He gives vague answers and changes subject back to something else. Start feeling like I'm losing him, but don't understand why exactly. 4 years into relationship, he sits me down for serious conversation. Says he's been unhappy for a long time and needs to be honest. Tells me he feels constantly judged and disrespected by me, always. Every hobby and interest gets mocked and dismissed as childish. Feels like I'm trying to change him into someone else completely. Told him I'm trying to help him grow up and reach potential. He says his potential isn't what I decided it should be for him. Says he's moving out and we need to break up permanently. Feels shocked because thought we were building life together despite issues. Beg him to reconsider and promise I'll try to be more supportive. He shakes his head and says he's already signed lease on apartment. Moving out this weekend and decision is final, not up for debate. Leaves, and I'm devastated wondering how it fell apart so completely. First few months after breakup are hard adjusting to single life again. Mutual friends tell me he seems happier than they've seen him in years. That stings because I'm miserable while he's apparently thriving without me. Throw myself into my corporate job, trying to distract from loneliness, working late hours and taking on extra projects for promotions. Tell myself I'm building career and future I wanted all along, but come home to empty apartment feeling hollow inside every night. 6 months after breakup, mutual friend mentions he started streaming. Says he's been doing it seriously and actually building decent following. Feel that familiar judgment rising up. Of course he's wasting time gaming. Ask how someone can build following doing something so pointless and childish. Friend gives me strange look and says he's actually doing really well. Already has few thousand followers and getting sponsorship offers apparently. Laugh it off, saying that won't last. Not real sustainable career path. But friend's comment sticks with me more than I want to admit. Year after breakup, I'm scrolling social media late one night. Come across post from mutual friend congratulating my ex on partnership. Several 100,000 followers now. Feel shock reading that number. Didn't think he'd get that far. Click on his Twitch profile out of curiosity to see what he's doing. See professional looking channel with regular streaming schedule and branding. Thousands of viewers watching him play games and interact with chat. Read comments from fans saying how entertaining and skilled he is. Feel strange mix of emotions watching clips of him streaming. He looks genuinely happy and passionate in a way I never saw before. Realize he's built entire community around something I called worthless. Check his social media and see he's been documenting streaming journey. Posts about hitting follower milestones and thanking supportive community. Photos of new streaming equipment set up in his apartment looking professional. Sponsorship announcements from gaming companies and energy drink brands. Merchandise line with his logo that fans seem excited about buying. YouTube channel with edited highlights getting hundreds of thousands of views. Living life completely different from boring corporate path I pushed him toward. Comments filled with people saying he deserves success and inspired them. Feel sick realizing he built all this after leaving me. Year and a half after breakup, friend mentions he's dating someone new. Girl he met through streaming community who's also content creator. Check her social media and she's beautiful, successful, supportive of his career. Photos of them at gaming conventions and industry events together, smiling. She streams too and they collaborate on content their audiences love. Comments calling them perfect couple and relationship goals always. She posts about how proud she is of his success and grind. Supports his career instead of mocking it like I did constantly. Watch her hype him up and celebrate every milestone he reaches. Realize she's everything I wasn't. Supportive partner instead of critic. 2 years after breakup, he announces he's quitting IT job completely. Streaming income now exceeds his corporate salary significantly enough. Going full-time content creator and couldn't be more excited. He posts hundreds of comments congratulating him on achieving dream career finally. Feel anger and disbelief reading that streaming earns more than real job. Check average Twitch partner earnings and realize top streamers make bank. Some making 6 figures or more annually from subscriptions and sponsors. Do quick math on his subscriber count and feel sick at estimate. He's potentially making more than my corporate job. I'm miserable in, job I sacrificed our relationship to push him toward being serious about. Start obsessively checking his streams and social media for updates. Tells audience about how he almost gave up on streaming dream. Mentions being in relationship where partner didn't support his passion at all. Says breaking free from that negativity let him finally pursue dreams seriously. Audience comments pour in, calling his ex toxic and saying he deserves better. Watch him laugh and agree that leaving was best decision he made. Feels like punch to gut hearing him say that to thousands of people. Never mentions me by name, but know he's talking about our relationship. Realize I'm the villain in his success story. The obstacle he overcame. 2.5 years after breakup, he moves into huge new house. Posts photos of amazing setup with dedicated streaming room and equipment. House is gorgeous and nice neighborhood. Clearly doing extremely well financially. Girlfriend moves in with him, and they adopt dog together like family. Watch them build life I wanted with him, but on his terms, not mine. Corporate job. I'm still grinding, it pays decent, but nothing like his income. Work long hours for salary that he probably makes in month streaming. Come home exhausted to empty apartment while he lives dream life. Friend's wedding, where we're both invited, becomes unavoidable confrontation, finally. Haven't seen him in person since breakup over 2 years ago now. He arrives with girlfriend looking happy and confident and successful. Wearing expensive clothes, clearly taking care of himself, and thriving without me. I'm there alone because dating life has been disaster since breakup. Nobody measures up, and I'm constantly comparing everyone to him. Watch him from across room, laughing with friends and looking genuinely content. Girlfriend by his side being supportive and sweet. Everything I wasn't. He approaches me during reception to be polite and civil for friends. Congratulate him on success I've been following from distance online. He thanks me and says, streaming career exceeded wildest dreams completely. Took a lot of work, but finally doing what he loves daily. I try to seem happy for him, but feel jealous and regretful inside. Mention that I always knew he was smart and capable of success. He gives me look and says, actually, you told me I was wasting my life. Said I needed to grow up and get real job like yours. But turns out my childish hobby became my real job and passion. Makes more than corporate career path you insisted was only valid option. His girlfriend squeezes his hand supportively, and he smiles at her. Thanks me for making him realize he needed someone who believed in him. Walks away leaving me standing there with words I can't take back. Rest of wedding is torture watching them together so happy. See her being genuinely interested in his work and celebrating his wins. Never mocking or trying to change him into someone else different. He looks at her, way he used to look at me years ago. Except now there's no underlying tension or resentment like before. They're building life together based on mutual respect and support. Realized she was smart enough to encourage his dreams while I crushed them. Months after wedding, I'm still stuck in same corporate job grinding away. Work long hours for annual salary, he probably makes quarterly streaming. Come home exhausted to empty apartment and microwave dinners alone. Scroll through his social media, seeing his continued success and happiness. Just announced another major sponsorship deal worth 6 figures reportedly. Bought girlfriend engagement ring and planning to propose soon based on hints. Living dream life with dream career and woman who supported him. Meanwhile, I'm alone in career. I'm not passionate about making less money. Therapist session, trying to process regret and mistakes I made. Tell her about how I mocked his gaming and pushed corporate path. How he's now massively successful, doing exactly what I told him not to. How I'm miserable in job I insisted was only valid career option. She asks why I was so against him pursuing his passion initially. Realize I was projecting my own beliefs about what success should look like. Thought corporate job and traditional path only way to build future. Never considered that new industries and careers were valid and lucrative. My closed-mindedness and need to control cost me relationship and respect. Understand now that I wasn't trying to help him grow up. I was trying to mold him into my version of what man should be. Ignored what made him happy and passionate in favor of my preferences. Constantly disrespected and mocked something that mattered deeply to him. While he supported my corporate career, even though it made me miserable, he was already grown up, just in different way than I recognized. I was the immature one, unable to see value in paths different from mine. See his engagement announcement on social media a few months later. Beautiful proposal at gaming convention in front of thousands of fans. She said yes, and they're planning wedding next year. Timeline. Comments flooded with congratulations and support from massive community. Realized this should have been my life if I'd been supportive partner. Could be me in those photos celebrating engagement and success. Instead, I'm alone watching him build future with someone who believed in him. 3 years after breakup, he's living life I can barely comprehend now. Making multiple six figures annually from streaming and sponsorships. Owns beautiful house, drives nice car, traveling world for events. Engaged to woman who supports and encourages his dreams daily. Massive online following who love and support his content always. Built career doing what he loves instead of what I insisted he should do. Meanwhile, I'm still single grinding at corporate job, making fraction of income. Dating prospects all disappointing because I compare everyone to him. Man, I let go because I couldn't see his potential and vision. Final straw comes when I see article about top gaming influencers. He's featured as success story of turning passion into lucrative career. Article mentions his subscriber count, sponsorship deals, merchandise sales. Estimates his annual income at over $500,000, potentially from all sources. Read about how he overcame obstacles including unsupportive relationship initially. Quotes him saying leaving negativity behind was catalyst for pursuing dreams. Describes girlfriend as his biggest supporter who believed in him from start. Realize I'm forever the footnote in his success story, the mistake he corrected. Thought I knew better about what success should look like. Reality is, he knew himself better than I ever tried to know him. My judgment and closed-mindedness cost me relationship with successful man.